Thank you, Balaji. Yep, thank you. Yeah. So before we go ahead, okay, just I want to make sure like you can access the course content in this particular QR code. The timings are going to be from the 9 a.m. and duration 4 weeks. Okay. So you can talk to the Logic Labs team for any information on the phone numbers given on the screen. This is general information. Okay. So the first five sessions are going to be, free to attend. Like, and the sixth one is going to be the paid one, and you need to register for that. And then there will be no batch shifting. Okay. And every information will be given in the WhatsApp community. Like you can join over there. Okay. The recordings will be present in this LMS, and the support team is going to be present from Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. No, 7 p.m. IST. Okay, so for any queries, like you can contact through mail or on mobile, given below, given on the screen. Okay. So, anybody has any questions on the previous topic that we discussed yesterday? You can raise your hands. I can unmute you, and we can have a small discussion before we proceed for today's topic. Yes, Nathan. Yes, you can talk. I have unmuted you. You can talk. You can talk. You can unmute yourself and have it.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning. I just wanted to ask, yesterday we discussed about the traditional method, which is the waterfall method, and the agile method. I just wanted to know if a company could adopt the two methods. And if so, is it the Scrum Master who can manage the two?
Okay, good question, Nathan. Thanks for that. So actually, when we are the company, if you are saying like for a particular project, if they want to implement both waterfall, traditional way of doing, and the new one, it all depends. Actually, they can't implement both at the same time because there could be an issue in the time of delivery. Okay, if you're going strictly with the waterfall, then it's going to be a little bit time consuming. It is process oriented, so a lot of time and resources are going to be wasted till the product is going to come. That's one of the biggest challenge that we have in the waterfall. But if you see in the agile way of delivering the things, like it is very, I mean, fast way of delivering. You see your mobile phones, like all of the features, apps and all, right? They are getting delivered within no time. Okay. So I rarely see people, the organizations implementing do things at a time. It depends upon the project. If the customer says like I am okay with this particular requirements and I don't want to interact a lot on this one, I give you, no, I gave you the requirements and it's up to you to give the end product after this many number of months. I'm not worried about the competition. I'm not worried about anything. If he says in that way, yes, they can go with a waterfall. But if the customer is want to have a product within no time, they want in a shorter time, then they should go to agile. But two things incorporating for the same product, no, it is not possible. Okay, and taking the feature, taking the some of the features from the waterfall and taking something from the agile, I think that's not going to happen. Somewhere like they need to compensate. They should negotiate on this one and go ahead. So the Scrum Master, as he will be involved, trying to help the customers or the stakeholders explaining uh, the benefits of why we are going for a Scrum and Agile, because it's mostly into the basically convincing or helping the team to understand the importance of the Agile. So he will be mostly inclined towards Agile, not with the waterfall method, because the Scrum Master is about that role.
Thank you so much. I do
Yeah,
understand.
thank you, thank you, Nathan. Anyone has any questions in the previous planning? You can raise your hands. You can yes, you can unmute again, Nathan.
No, I just lowered my hand. It was still raised, so I lowered it.
Okay, I am lowering. Sorry. Okay,
Mhm.
you can. Okay. So okay. So these are the actually I want to share the details of the logic lab. So yesterday, like we were discussing on uh, the Scrum, sorry, the traditional waterfall method, and what are the drawbacks in the traditional waterfall method, and like why we are coming to this agile way. Okay. So today's topic is going to be on what is Scrum. Nathan, you can type in the chat box if you have any questions. Maybe I think it is raised accidentally. Okay, you can put it in the chat. Not an issue. Okay, Scrum. Have you come across this word Scrum in any during your course of this professional or in your tried from your childhood? Have you come across this word Scrum? Anyone can tap in the chat session. Like if you have done, have you come across this word Scrum? Okay. So whatever. So mostly like this is one of the term which is used in one of the sports. Okay. It is mostly yes, yes, Nathan. Yes. So that is used in the sports called rugby, right? Am I right, Nathan? Are those who know the correctly like so like what do you mean by actually Scrum is nothing but this is the Google uh, meaning that I got. Okay. The Scrum is nothing but it's a means of restarting a play after stoppage which has been caused by a minor infringement of the laws. Okay. That means like when you're playing a rugby game, okay, by somehow like if you have done a foul or if you have done a wrong thing, probably then they are going to restart the game. Here, like in our India, like probably we don't play here, but I think in other countries like this is mostly played game. So they use this scrum in the game. Okay. So they are again going to restart the game because like you have done something wrong and you need to correct that. Please remember this word. Okay. We are restarting something because we have done something wrong. Okay. So because we have done something wrong, we need to correct that and we are going to restart it. Okay. So that's what actually the Scrum has evolved from. Okay. The word, they have taken this from particular word. Okay. And we will come to know the history, like how it got developed. It was not developed in a single day. Don't assume that because the waterfall model was, it was it has lot many drawbacks. So because of which it was developed in one or within a 1 month or a 1 day like that. No, there was a process which was involved, and so many people have worked on this one. And I think after a lot many number of years, like they have come to a conclusion of working in a different way than in the traditional way. Okay, and they come to conclusion. Okay, they came to conclusion like for the agile way of working. So like just we'll just go through this history, because like we need to know like from where actually it started, and what were the things that were happening in the before this thing. I will ask you a question after that. Okay, small question to understand like whether on the just when we are making a comparison once again. So let's go with the history once. Here in the year 1993, this is the first year of the Scrum. Okay, this was first implemented by in 1993 by Jeff Sutherland. Okay, Johns and Jeff McKenna at Hazel Corporation. Okay, they drew these concepts from an article called "The New Product Development Game" in 1986. Okay, those so they took the concept from there. Okay, where Takeichi and Nonaka compared new approaches with a game called rugby. Okay, so they have compared the techniques from the rugby game. Okay, in this game, a whole team tries to surround a ball, disallowing to pass back and forth. So whenever there is a okay problem, like whenever there is they have made a foul, okay, then they are going to restart the game, and the teams are going to move back and forth and not allowing the ball to pass from one to another. So this is the way like actually the scrum is going to work. So it all started in 1983 with okay taking the rugby, okay, the and the scrum word, okay, into reference, and they have started building upon this one. So in 1995, okay, they introduced the Scrum development paper. Okay, they have presented a paper. This is done by Jeff Sutherland and Ken Sauber. Okay, they jointly presented a first public appearance of their paper called the Scrum development process. So in 1995, they have given showcase this one at a conference called Object Oriented Programming Systems, Languages and Application, OOPSLA. Okay, so this was a conference which was held in Texas in 1995. So they have shown like what how actually the Scrum works and how we can develop the IT or whatever the product development by making use of the Scrum. Okay, so in 2001, they introduced this Agile Manifesto guide. Okay, it was not done by one person. Okay, in 2001, Sutherland, Schauber, and 15 associates they got together in Snowbird in Utah and drew the Agile Manifesto. Okay, so there are 15 people who worked on this one together with Sutherland and Schauber. Okay, which then turned okay into an invitation for software engineers to develop an unique method of developing the software. Okay, so these 15 people they sat together and formulated certain rules and guides and principles. Okay, because of which it evolved into developing the software in a new way. From that time onwards, Sutherland, Schauber, and community of Scrum practitioners have started not only for implementing the Scrum framework, but also producing millions of high-performing teams in organizations globally. So, because of these, developing this particular manifesto, they were able to develop a good some Scrum framework, but and also high performing teams across the globe. Okay, that was one of the benefit of this Agile Manifesto which they have developed. So in 2002, they have formed Scrum Alliance. Okay, in 2014, they presented the paper, The Value of Scrum, to the organizations. Okay, in 2016, they formed the first fully scalable Scrum. Okay, so this is the history. In 2017, like we have the Scrum Guide. Okay, the first version released, and in 2020 we have the second version of Scrum Guide released. So there are two guides as of now, the same thing, but a little words got changed. The roles be there, but the wordings have got changed, and people are called in a different fashion. Okay, so you should have this Scrum Guide for the reference if you want to go for the Scrum Master role. Okay, I will be also giving you the link from where you can download that Scrum Master Scrum Guide. Okay, that will help you to become to know the principles of the Scrum as well as how to implement as a Scrum Master. Okay, so any questions over here? Are you able to understand? See, why I'm asking this because because a Scrum Master always need to work on what is going well, what is where he has to improve, and also this is a little interactive session I want to have now. Okay, fine, good. So what actually Scrum does? Then that question, like this is a little bit till now we have studied about the history. Okay. So what does actually Scrum does? Okay, the Scrum makes frequent collaborations among the team members. Okay, that brings interpersonal relationships and trust. So it is going to bring the collaboration. It makes a collaboration between the team members. See, if we are 15 participants over here, okay, the more we interact, like then we'll have more collaboration with one another. Okay, we'll have good relationships, and we're going to have a good trust among ourselves. Tomorrow, if some work comes, probably that will help us, to work on it. Okay. Next, so completion of work using the definition of done. See, this is a little bit more advanced as of now. I will just skip this one. So conducting the daily Scrum retrospective allows the Scrum teams to improve the efficiency of work with the Scrum factors. So there are certain events in the Scrum, certain ceremonies in the Scrum, okay, which are to be conducted so that the product we will be able to deliver a few of the things, few of the features of a product in the particular time frame. Okay, so that's what like actually the author is going to say here. Okay, so the providing quick delivery of software product in short iteration, the Scrum will help you. Okay, in quick delivery of the IT software. Okay, next, Scrum, it helps to update and review according to the client's requirement. So as per the client's requirement, we can change or modify something. Simple is it is very simple in understanding, but following the process may be difficult. Okay, for us, like it will be very easy to read through, get the concepts, and but to implement that, it was going to take a time, or it may be a little bit difficult. Okay, this is in general, like this is in general, like we are saying. So involving the sprint review meetings with stable improves the team out. Okay. So what actually this slide is trying to convey is Scrum involves in collaboration with the team members that will improve the skill, interpersonal relationships, the trust among the team members. Okay. It is going to take the feedbacks from the stakeholders, work upon them. Okay. It is going to update and also review the client requirements. Okay, it is going to provide software product quickly. Okay, in the shorter iterations in the sense in the shorter time period. So these are actually the main features of the Scrum. So going ahead in the next the coming days, you will understand like why uh, the Scrum is more effective, like why you feel like no, it has lot of value in the market as of now, why we are going for an agile way of delivery. Like that's what like that's. So I want to give a small example. I think I've given yesterday also. Like if you have a mobile with you, if you see one of the app, okay, you will see for every 1 week or 2 weeks, certain feature will be added in that particular app, and the Play Store is going to hint you saying that update. There is an update version that has come. You need to update on that. Okay, whenever you open that particular app. So these are because like for every short duration, they are adding some new feature. They are not delivering as a whole package after long time. They are doing it in a very shorter time. That too, they are adding small features, a small valuable features for very short duration. Okay. So in that way, they are able to deliver, and they are in frequent touch with the customers. Okay. They are bringing the value to their particular product. Okay. That's what actually the agile way of working. Okay. Now, that's good. I mean, till now, like probably you might have got a rough idea on how or what is a waterfall way, and what is agile way, and what is a Scrum. Okay, in the Scrum, something is happening, and they have taken some reference and they are working on it. You might have got some, a vague idea. Okay, but our role, like what we have said, was the Scrum Master training, right? And we are talking about the Scrum. Okay, so let us try to understand. So now, as a Scrum Master, what you are going to do? Okay, this is what actually our the main objective, right? This is what our why you like we have come to the Logic Labs to understand. Oh, what is our role? What we will gain after going through this particular session? Like as a Scrum Master, what I need to do? What you have said is okay. That's fine. We are able to understand the whole IT and all. But what what is there in this course content, or like what is actually what does a Scrum Master do? That if you are able to know, then you can be in his shoes, okay, and you can act. enact as if you are a Scrum Master and deliver the things. Okay, so let us try to understand what a Scrum Master does if he is there in a team. Okay, can someone uh, take the ownership here and read what are the headings that I have? Can anyone raise your hands if you are wanted, if you are interested in just speaking one? I want this session to be little interactive, so because like this involves a lot of Yes, Mohan, I'm allowing you to talk. You can talk. Yes, I will give you a chance, Sheikh. Yes, you can unmute. Mohan, you can unmute. Good. Thank you. I'm just sharing this. Yes. So he's a Scrum Master. Can you explain like what is this? If you understand, whatever you get into your mind, you can speak up. Yeah, you can unmute. Sorry. Okay. You're not able to speak. Okay. Anyone? Sheikh, you want to talk?
Yeah, hi. So I'm
Yes.
just started reading. So
Yeah.
like you were able to hear my voice, right?
Yes. Yes. We are able to hear. I am able to hear. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. As a Scrum Master, so we are dealing in the screen what are the presenting. So that can be a
Mm-hmm.
handle. So one is a communicator. So another
Mm-hmm.
one is facilitator. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Another one
Mm-hmm.
is agile coach and team
Okay.
support.
Yes.
Remove backloggers and
Okay.
reporting and
Okay.
tool maintenance.
Okay.
And the next one is protects team. Protect,
Protects team. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
protects team. And
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so that is what
So
about this.
there, yes,
So
thank you. Yes, what you
yeah,
said is correct. So actually, maybe like we are not going in detail as of now, but what you have read is the role of the Scrum Master. He has to uh, do all this type of roles. Okay, the communicator role. He needs to communicate to the team. He needs to communicate to his stakeholders. He needs to communicate to the product person, the product owner. We say like the product owner or the product project manager or the product manager. Okay, he has to be a facilitator. The Scrum Master should facilitate the meetings. He should facilitate events that are happening in the Scrum. Okay, he should be a coach. Okay, he should help the team to know the basics of how Agile works. Okay, he should be an Agile coach. He should support the team if there is any problem. Okay, he should be there to support the team. He should remove the blockers in the sense anything that is blocking their work. He should be there to help them and resolve those issues. He should be a blocker. He should be reporting to the higher authorities, or he should make use of the reporting tools to communicate. Okay, so that is his role. Tool maintenance, he should be aware of like how what are the tools that he needs to make use to have a good communication or good understanding, or no, to project whatever the productivity of the team to the higher management, okay, or to the stakeholders. He should be protecting the team. Okay, he should be there to safeguard your team members. Okay, so this is on the whole the Scrum Master. Now assume, okay, be in the shoes of a Scrum Master. If you are in the Scrum Master role, then you need to have, or you will unknowingly will have, okay, or you should knowingly learn all these things, and you should be, try to help the team, try to help the organization to you are working for. Okay, you should be at the same time. It's like balancing in two hands. At one hand, you will have an organization. At another hand, you will have your team, and you are in between them. Okay, helping these two things. Okay, so it's like that. So the Scrum Master role is that it is very responsible at the same time. Very. I feel like it's like a type of big brother role in your family. Okay, if or any cousin of family, right? Where you have a lot of responsibilities. You will be, coordinating with everyone in your family or with your like whatever, like you will communicate, you will explain to them, you will coach them, you will train them. Okay. So in that way, the Scrum Master role is very nicely crafted role. Okay, where you have a lot of responsibilities, but you will enjoy that. You will not feel, burdened because of something. Here, no technology is involved. You are not talking about IT. You are not talking about, not IT in the sense IT development tools like or the language programming languages. You're not talking about the Java. You're not talking about Python, or you're not talking about any cloud environment or database related things. Nothing. You will be there just seeing how the people are working and what they need, what you should do so that they will work coolly, without any interruption. If they have any problem, any interruption, any blockages, then you should be help them to remove those things. Okay, you should also make them so much empowered. Okay, they should be able to do by themselves. Okay, so this is the role of the Scrum Master. In general, I have given a rough this thing. Okay, so hope you got something in your mind as of now. Okay, so those who are in the non-IT background till now, okay, please relax. It's not going to be okay. You can enjoy the show because it's going to be non-IT thing here also. Okay, we are not going to talk anything to IT related. Okay, so you can. This is a very, uh, very good role. Which everyone thinks to be in. Okay, so this is what the Scrum Master is like. I can correlate with our scenario to yesterday. So yesterday, probably you might have, if those who have not attended, like we have taken two scenarios. In one scenario, there was a mother went to outside, and she ordered her kid to cook something, and she went away. She kept the mobile in home, and she went away. The kid in the scenario one was preparing the food, and he was checking the YouTube videos or asking some friends, and he was doing the particular dish and all. But at the end, the dish turned to be something different. What his or mother expected. Okay. Next, the scenario two, the mother was there in the home. Okay. So both people, like both the persons were there in the home. The kid was preparing the dish. When he was preparing the dish, when he was ordering, or when he was, keeping the ingredients in the dish. Okay, whenever he had a doubt, he consulted. He asked he went to his mother or her mother and asked like what should be the quantity that I should put in it. Okay, or what should I change something, or should I add more? These type of questions he asked his mother or mother, and he was able to get the answer, and later he changed the ingredients quantity, and he made a very good dish. So in the two scenarios, what happened was the person, okay, there was a communication which was happening in between these two. Okay, in the first scenario one, there was no communication, because of that it resulted in a very no not a really good product. But in the second scenario, there was a communication, there was a feedback which was happening, and there was a transparency. There was an adaptation in the sense that he was able to adjust his ingredients quantity and all, and he was able to deliver. So because of which he was able to have a very good dish. Okay, so the scenario two was very much appealing to everyone, because there was certain interaction which was happening, and it was as per the expectations of the mother. Okay, now let us take one scenario more, because we are into a Scrum Master role now. You may ask me like how that scenario is going to help us. Now let us take one in this situation, the scenario two. You have the mother in your home and one kid who is preparing the dish. Okay, and there is another person, let us say a big brother, okay, or a big sister, whoever it is, whatever you feel. Another third person, okay, and the kid who's preparing the dish is doing by himself. Okay, but he's little shy, or maybe he's afraid of her mother or the parent, and he's not asking. Okay, or even if he's asking, he's asking for the sake of asking and just leaving as it is, and he's cooking. So even he is getting the feedback, but he's not able to communicate properly. Okay, because he's having a certain fear, or there is a gap of communication between him and her to mother. Okay, now to only other person he can talk to is his brother or his sister, elder, or I mean, can be younger. Okay, that person. That's why like I have taken this picture. You are someone like if your mother, okay, your sister or your brother, okay. Suppose like the kid is a sister and kid is afraid of her mother, okay. No, but she has a very good relation with her brother, okay. She can go her directly talk to him, okay, express whatever fears that he or she has to his brother, okay. And that brother, he can take that particular inputs, okay, whatever the problems that he or her brother, his brother has or his sister has, and convey that to his mother, okay. Some of the problems may be solved, right? Don't you think so? This happens in our families lot of times, right? Sometimes we don't talk. We talk to our cousins or we talk to our siblings. We express the problem, and they go and talk to our parents, to our grandparents, or to our aunts and uncles, and the problems get resolved. So this is the role of the Scrum Master. This is how actually a Scrum Master is going to behave. So we have done all these things in our life. Okay, now we are doing it in an organization level. Okay, that's what. Just simple to understand. You need not complicate the process. Our role is to, help the people, help your. There are no subordinates, but let us say like they help the subordinates or help the higher authorities at the same time. Okay, so you are a communicator. So what the big brother has done here, he has communicated the problem to his mother about like what the kid is facing. He was facilitating to have a meeting with him. He is coaching in case like if he knows how to cook, then he will coach that particular kid. He will support the team. Okay, he will remove the blockers if he has. He will report, make use of reporting tools to report, or he will report to the higher authorities. He will have the information on the tools that are to be used. He will protect the team at the same time. So these are all the big brother type of role which I can say. Okay, there was one question which was asked in the interview, like, which is what do you think about project manager role and a scrum master role? Do you think there is a need to have a scrum master role because already the project manager is there? So this was one of the question. You can answer that later. You can also Google it and try to find the answer. Okay. So this is something like that. Okay. So you make a note of this question. Probably that can be one good question in the interviews coming up. Okay. So the Scrum Master is going to, I'm just again reiterating, he helps the Scrum team by coaching the team members in self-management and cross-functionality. Please understand. The Scrum Master is to coach the team members. That's good. He has to coach. He has to coach on many things in self-management. That's one of the important. They should be able to manage by themselves. Okay, they should be able to manage their team by themselves. They should not depend on the Scrum Master for all the things. Okay, in the initial days, okay, the Scrum Master is going to be there and help the team members. Later on, they should take the ownership and they should be able to manage by themselves. Okay, he should also coach the team members on the cross functionalities. If they are working on a particular functionality, they should have a fair knowledge on other functionalities as well, so that when the dependency arises, okay, they should be able to do by their own, rather than depending on other team members. Okay, so the Master role is to coach in managing and also in the cross functionality. Okay. Next, focus on creating high value increments that meet the definition of done. Okay. So maybe this sentence is little bit. I mean, maybe you will not understand what is an increment as of now, and the definition of done. Increment is nothing but extra feature or anything that we are having. As I mentioned, for every 2 weeks you are getting a new feature in your app. Okay, that's an increment. Increment is nothing but top of something. You are adding something to the base, okay, base product, and you are giving some extra feature that has some value. Okay, so that those high value increments are meeting the definition of done. What is definition of done? That will come later. Definition of done in the sense we have a checklist of what are being the things which are to be completed before it goes to the production. Okay, whatever. I mean, will come to definition now. We will have one full session on definition of that. Then, he will be the one influence the removal of impediments to the Scrum team progress. Impediments are nothing but the blockages or anything that is stopping them to work, okay, which has an impact on the deliverables. So he will be there to help to remove those particular impediments. Let us say like we have a product has to be delivered and it is dependent upon database team, and the database team is stopping the work because like there are no resources, or maybe the servers are not working properly, or like there are certain other issues which they are working on it. So the scrum master should follow with the team members, okay, with the other team, and try to remove those impediments. These are called blockages, impediments or blockages. Ensure that all the Scrum events take place positive and productive and kept within the time box. Okay. So we have all the Scrum events which take place. There are five Scrum events that take place in a Scrum, okay, in the sprint. Okay. So those events, okay, we will come across about that. Those should be very positive, they should be productive, and they should be time limited. So in this way, the Scrum Master is going to help you. So your role, if you are becoming a Scrum Master, okay, in this way, the Scrum Master is going to help the Scrum team. Okay, then what you may ask me, like, who are going to be in the Scrum team? Okay, anyhow, we are going to learn the Scrum guide, but the Scrum team is going to consist of the Scrum Master, the team members, like development team or testing team, and the product owner. Okay, so three people: product owner, the development team or the developers, and the Scrum Master. This is Scrum team. Okay, so he's also going to help the product owner. He's also going to support the organization. Okay, so are you clear till now? Like, do you have any doubts clear here? You can raise your hands or you can ping in the chat. Yes, I'm just unmuting you 1 minute. Yes, Sheikh, you can talk.
Yeah, hi
Yeah.
Sai.
Yeah.
Sai, my question is, let's see.
Mm.
So currently, I'm working as a DevOps engineer. Okay, so
Okay.
cloud and DevOps engineer. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
even before, like a few months before, I was searching for this Scrum Master training. So finally, I
Mm.
got to see in the Value Labs here, and we can
Yeah.
find out the Scrum Master. Okay, so
Okay.
if I learn this Scrum Master, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mm-hmm.
would be the next role for me? So right now
Okay.
I'm working on technology, right? So if I
Right.
learn Scrum, and what is the package minimum? Not accurately.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the package
Mm-hmm.
we can get? So how
Mm.
many years experience we can put after get the training from you? So how many
Okay.
years experience we can
Yes.
adopt? So with your
So,
training,
okay. For how many years have you been in the IT industry as a DevOps?
5 years, 5 years.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, that's good. So
Uh,
IT is expecting almost 3 to 4 years as a Scrum Master. So
okay.
you can say like you have been working as a DevOps together with the Scrum Master in the Scrum Master role. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you are shadowing because you can't say like because 5 years, all the 4 years I have been into the Scrum Master, but you can say like 4 years I have been as a Scrum Master, but in the initial years, like I was shadowing the Scrum Master. That means I was helping the Scrum Master. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the next role that is going to come after this one is like you can do as many certification as you want, but the next
Mm-hmm.
role can be like you can become either certified product owner, either you can become a certified safe scaled agile frame, okay, agilist, okay, that is safe agilist. We have the 6.1 as of now. You can scale in that particular direction. So the opportunities are very good. When you're talking about the earning part, awesome earnings you have here, like you will be getting almost two times, okay, 1.5
Mm-hmm.
to 2 times like what you are getting. You
Mm-hmm.
can expect a lot from here.
Okay, that's good, Sai.
So
Thank you so much.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So no need to worry because you have an IT in the you are in the IT, so you can easily understand. And for your experience, yes, you can go ahead. But you need to be thorough in a few of the basic things which are required. I mean, which will be covering in this particular training.
Okay. Okay.
And don't
So,
another thing Yes.
Yeah. Tell me. Sorry. Yeah.
I want you to do the certification also in parallel because that's
Mm,
where like people are
mm,
filtering the candidates. So within the organization, you can say like I have internal certifications are okay, but when you come out of your
mm,
organization, then they will be looking for PSM or CSM
mm.
certifications.
Professional Scrum Master, right?
Yeah, I will also go through like what actually those
Required.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
will show you that.
And yeah, so after this session, so will you be help me out to prepare the resume and keeping the projects kind of?
See here, like we haven't. I mean,
Mm,
for the logic labs, I don't know how it is going to work. So
mm,
my role is to very much clear, like to give the training and provide the interview type or like whatever the material that I show here and
mm,
upload there. But apart from that, I don't have another thing mentioned. So
mm. Okay.
mhm,
So because
mhm.
the resume preparation
Yeah,
is more important, right, Sai? So
yeah,
when you are
okay,
applying for the
yes, yes.
job, so if you can
We need
add
to
it that.
ask the logic labs on this one. You can just
Mm,
approach them probably if they are going to ask me, if they
mm,
come to me.
mm.
Yeah, then we can proceed on that one. Because
Yeah,
as of now, my role is to give the training, help the on the training part. Okay, just to
sure.
make Scrum Master.
Yeah,
So after
yeah,
that, we will
yeah,
see. Yeah,
yeah.
you
Sure,
can ping
Sai.
to them, talk to them. They will
Uh,
guide you. Yes,
sure, Sai. Thank you so
sure.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else have any doubts? Fine. Okay. Is BA not included? No, no. B is business analyst is completely different role. It is not a part of the Scrum. No, not included. Yes, we will give this PPT or PDF notes. So we will, I will ask them the link where this has to be shared. Then I will put it over there. Not an issue. This can be shared. Once you register to the course, probably I think they are going to share. Yes. Any other questions? What is the roadmap after Scrum Master? Yes, as I said, like you can after the PSM certification or CSM certification, you can go to the role of becoming a product owner. Okay, you can become a safe. You can become an agile coach. Okay, scaled agile framework is there where you can become a safe agilist 6.1. Okay, you can become a agile coach in that way. So all these things are there lined up, and you can take any role after that. And the money we are seeing, and the money also, right? There's a very good demand, and if you are very good at basics and if you are able to handle them, then you will be paid very much. Yeah, thank you. Any other questions, please? We'll take the questions, not an issue. Yes, sir. Any questions again? I mean, just want to know because like okay. So let's take 1 minute more because I want to see like if you have any questions, you can raise or you can Okay. Okay, fine. Right. So we will go ahead with so when I, so why I'm actually highlighting this Scrum Master role, because you may presume that you will be only working with the team members, those who are coding or those who are testing or those who are into another developing part. Okay, but he also at the same time should help the other people in the team who are nothing but they are the product owner. Okay, there is one person called a product owner, and you should also help the organization, because that is what that's why the organization is paying you, right? So you should, that role demands that you should help the team members, product owner, and the organization. See, like, how is going to help the product owner? So for a product owner, okay, he has to find the techniques which are an effective product goal definition and product backlog management. Okay, the product goal is nothing but the end product. What the goal that we have set to achieve the product. So let us say, like, you want to do a business and your end product is that, something like that. That means, like, you are investing on something so that you want to have a particular product. Okay, that is your goal. So if you are starting some business, your goal, you will have some goal, right? The business goal. Some here also, if you, the customer wants a particular product, okay, then you will have some goal. Okay, by the once reaching that particular goal, okay, you will have the end product. Okay, so that is a product goal. So the product owner, for that particular product owner, the Scrum Master should help in defining. Okay, you should find the techniques in what are the techniques that are needed to define a product goal, and all this management part, how to maintain the product backlog, everything, like, he needs to give the info. Okay, so this is the role of a Scrum Master. Provides a way for the Scrum team to understand the need for clear and concise product backlog items. Okay, you should make the Scrum team understand, like, what are the things which are necessary for this particular product to be released. You should make everything very clear. Okay, the goal should be, we should understand, you should make them understand what is the product goal. It should be very much clear and concise. Okay, when I say product backlog items, in the sense, the small things which are to be done. Okay, you will come to know about this one in the later classes, the product backlog and all. Okay, uh, if I say that backlog, it's nothing but a list of items that are to be done. Okay, I will give an example here. It's like, I am going to a market. When you are going to a shop, okay, so when you're going to a shop or when you're going to a market, you will see, before you go, you will make a list of items, right? No, that is called as a backlog. Okay, you will write a backlog of items. Okay, and every item is a every okay, the entry is nothing but an item. So the whole thing is a product backlog, and the every entry is nothing but a product backlog item. Okay, hope you got it. So you should make clear and concise. The information should be given to the team, Scrum team members. Establish empirical product planning for a complex environment. See, this is this is a new word that you are coming to empirical and empirical product. Empirical is nothing but something that you gain knowledge by your experience. Okay, empiricism is what is called. Okay, empiricism in the sense, like, probably when you are in childhood, okay, you don't know, like, how the fire is, right? I mean, you don't know whether the fire is hot or it is. You are, if you lit a candle and you are sitting beside that, you have this urge to put your finger into the fire, right? So once you put your finger into the fire, then you will come to know, like, by putting your hand into the fire, your finger will burn. Then you are going to keep it in your memory. You will get an experience. Okay, you will keep it in your memory repository. Okay, now when the fire, if you actually see a fire in front of you, you will not go near to that, because with your empiricism, with your knowledge that you gained through your experience, okay, that is empiricism, the knowledge that you gained through your experience, you will not go ahead and touch the fire again. So that's what actually the Scrum Master do. He should, by his experience or by the experience of the team members, by his experience of the product owner, should help in the product planning, okay, for a complex environment. That means what? Let us say We have one feature in a mobile. Okay, the customer wants that feature to be developed within 2 weeks, but you, with your experience, you can find you can say that no, this feature is going to cost little more time, it will take lot of time. So with my experience, I can say that this is not going to happen in this sprint. Or you divide this feature into two small features. One feature we will deliver in this particular 2 weeks, and in the next feature in the next 2 weeks. So in this way, the Scrum Master should establish this empirical product planning for a big complex environment. Okay, did you get it? See why I'm stressing on a single line for this for 1 to 2 minutes, because if you understand the basics, everything will be clear. Okay. Any questions here? Please raise your hands, or else we can move to the next point. Facilitate stakeholder collaboration as requested or needed. So, like in the middle of the working in the project, like the team members may have certain doubts, certain clarifications are to be done. They are not sure of what to do next, or they are stuck at something and they need interaction with the stakeholders. Then he should be able to facilitate that particular event. Okay, so he should help the team members. Okay, in facilitating this collaboration with the stakeholders as and when it is required. So in that way, the product owner, he is going to help the product owner in case, okay, the product owner needs something on the backlog refinement, he is going to be there. If he needs something collaboration with the stakeholders, he can help. Okay. So in this way, it's going to do. And how he is going to help the organization? See, in the organization perspective, because you are hired for that, you need to help the organization. Okay, so by leading, training, and coaching them in their Scrum adoption, you should train the members of the organization. You should train the teams, all the teams in your organization, or the teams whom you are assigned to. Okay, for the Scrum adoption, you should okay, you should coach them on the Scrum adoption. Okay, by helping the employees and stakeholders understanding and instill an empirical approach for a complex work. Again, here also you should help them. We should make them understand that our experiences will be more useful, our knowledge base will be more useful, and according to that we need to plan. No? In that way, we should help the employees and the stakeholders. Remove the barriers between stakeholders and Scrum teams. That's what we have discussed in the product owner as well. You need to remove the barriers which are there between the stakeholders and Scrum teams. This in turn will help the organization. Okay, so we are hired for that one. We are hired to do all these things. Okay, so this is all about the Scrum Master role in an organization. He has to play so many roles, but we play, I mean, we are not aware, but we will be playing that unknowingly, I know. And but once you are in the Scrum Master role, you will be doing it a little bit cautiously. Okay, in your families, you are a Scrum Master, but you don't know like you are doing that. But when you come to an organization and when you are paid for that, you will be doing it very cautiously. That's what I want to say. Okay. Any questions here? Any doubts? Hope. I think you got like what actually a little of what actually a Scrum Master does as of now. Okay. Now, what are my next going steps? I mean, what are the steps that we need to go or we do for the next thing? Okay. Uh, we will be trying to understand how actually or what actually the Scrum is built upon. Okay, they have said right in 2002 or 2001 they have developed an Agile Manifesto. So we are going to understand what actually is the Agile Manifesto, what are the values in the Agile, what are the principles that we have in the Agile, and by knowing these things, okay, we will be clearly able to understand the Scrum values and the Scrum events and everything, like why, how they are interlinked to one another, and how these are going to help in the project delivery. Okay. Uh, so this is what is we have for today. Any questions, please? We will. I would like to have more interaction. Actually, I want to have more interaction. I will ask the team to give me full. You can talk. Anyone who wants to talk, I want to give people to talk. So this is what actually I'm expecting from you. Be more participative, talk more, communicate more, be proactive, and learn connectively. Okay, this is what I'm actually expecting from you people. The more you talk, the more you will understand. Yeah. Who are the key stakeholders in the project?
Yes.
Yes. So if you take like who are the key stakeholders, the customers, okay? The product owner is one of the stakeholder. The project management team is one of the stakeholder. Okay, the customer, the client who is coming for a particular product to be delivered is a key stakeholder. So once you work on that particular product, you need to showcase. You need to show like how your software is going to work. There you will be calling the stakeholders, the customers, the business people who are put a no, no, money into your project. Look, those people are the key stakeholders. Okay, so they will be involved. They are the key stakeholders. Did you get it? So the key stakeholders are those people. Yes, sir. Yep. Thank you. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. Yes, Balaji, you can talk.
Yeah, hi Sahi.
Yeah. Hi, Balaji. Yes.
The Scrum Master role will be started from the project assignment, or how? I mean, like from the new project or for the existing project, how it will be? Scrum Master role will play.
Yeah. See, once you're given this Scrum Master, let us say like you are selected as Scrum Master, now you are into the organization. Because you don't have the projects as a Scrum Master, your job is to help the organization in giving a training on the Agile, okay, as Agile coach. You will be helping the team members to understand how the Scrum works, okay, and you will be facilitating all the events or the trainings or whatever information that has to be gone to the team members. That's one thing. Okay, next thing is when it comes to the project, if it is already running, then you will be informed about that. You will be asked to implement that in the Scrum. Okay, so you should have all the events in place. That I will come tomorrow in the next class. What are the events which are there in the Scrum and what to do. So if it is already running, then probably they should have known like you should understand how it is running first of all. Whether they are implementing the Scrum here or they are doing with another way of working. Okay. So the new project, then if it is in new project, then yeah, you can take the control. You can say like we are going to have this one, this many number of days we are going to work for this particular feature, and everything will be in a no. For a new project, it's not a issue, but for already existing, you should first of all understand how they are doing it. Do they really know like how they are, how the Scrum works, and you should train them on the particular Scrum principles, the Scrum events and all. So that's your responsibility. So on the day one, probably you should try to understand how the organization is working. First of all, how the teams are working. Then only you can take a decision. Okay, you can once you are selected, you can't directly go and say like, hey, today we will go work on this one. We'll implement the Scrum on this particular project and do that. No, you should first of all understand like how they are doing it as of now. Do you think like this is going to help? Can we work in this fashion? Or if they're already into Agile but they are implementing Kanban, do you think like we can change this to Scrum? That you have to consider. Those things are to be there.
Okay, and one more doubt.
Yes.
Then the Scrum Master role will play only while the project, I mean, like building and development, right? After deployed and it is in the steady state, the Scrum Master role will not be there, right?
No, actually, yeah, that's what. Once you are getting the requirements till the production, till the particular increment or release has happened, okay, you will be there. But after the maintenance and operation, it is not our job.
Okay, okay.
Once it is into the production and people are supporting, other team is supporting, there is not no way to handle, right? I mean, the
Oh,
Scrum it doesn't come into picture at that particular point.
okay. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, fine. So if you have any questions, you reach out to Logic Labs. Probably they will help you with any of the training related things. As someone was asking whether we'll get PDF or we'll get any help from them. Yeah, please communicate to them. Like they will be letting me know, and I will help you out. Okay. So meet you tomorrow at same time, 9 o'clock IST time. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.